family? It's Mariah.
And it's Kyle.
And we are back with another video. Okay, today we are going to have a Q&A session.
Yep.
Newlywed edition.
Hey, I got my rubber on.
If he liked it, then he should have put a ring on
it. So you guys asked us questions on our social media platforms, and we're going to answer them today.
Let's get into it.
All right. So the first question is, what's your age?
I'm 24.
And I'm 25.
And I'll be 25 in October of this year. So Kyle is older than me by only a couple of months. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
My birthday is January 9th.
And mine is October 4th. So
the second question is, when did you graduate high school and what year?
I graduated high school in 2014.
And I graduated high school in 2013.
And we both are Edgewater Eagles.
Yeah. All right, so the next question.
How and where did you meet?
We met in high school. I was a senior. Mariah was a junior.
We met at prom, April 20th, 2013. Mm-hmm. What do we have on?
We had on the same exact colors. We ended up taking a picture together, and I kind of slid and got her number while I was taking a picture. So
I was naive because I thought that I was like, oh, we're matching. Let's take a picture. The whole time he had a plan.
Yeah, I had my eyes on her for a little while, and when we ended up matching, I thought I knew I had to seal the deal at that time. So yeah.
Okay. How did you start dating?
So after I got her number during prom, I just kept talking to her, kept texting her, and then that following weekend, I believe we had like grad bash, and we spent time together then, and we was just like constantly on the phone all the time. And then the week after that, like I was walking her to class all the time and just, getting to know her, the usual stuff. And then I think it was...
What did I make you do?
Oh, she made me ask her mom for her, like, so I could start dating her. So I've never done that.
I made him ask my mom to date me, and she basically put him in the hot seat and was like, what are your intentions with my daughter? What does date mean to you? What does go out mean? Like, all that.
And she was like, my daughter don't have sex. Oh man.
Who said I love you first?
I did. I was feeling it. I was sitting at home. I was eating some Chick-fil-A, and I was watching The Wild Boys on Netflix.
And listen, okay, so I was in school when he said it. Like, so this was after, the seniors get to leave school early and he walked off or whatever. So yeah. I was still in class.
Yeah. Okay. So I went and got some Chick-fil-A after they let us out. And I was at home. I was watching Netflix. And I was like, I got to tell this girl I love her because I really do. So I shot her a text.
And the text said, I think it's time to say I love you now.
Yeah, that's what it said, exactly.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I love you too. Because like my whole life, I was used to liking people more than they liked me, But to meet someone and to like have someone courting me and expressing his feelings to me, and then to just out of nowhere be like, I love you. I'm like, yes, Lord, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So yeah, that was awesome. Next, how did you know he/she was the one? You go.
Oh, so I knew she was the one since high school because I never really had no girlfriend. So I was praying during my senior year. I was like, Lord, let me find the girl for me, because I'm really, really ready to experience having a girlfriend. And she came around. So I knew she was the one already.
And you know what's funny? Because like, I don't really believe in the one. Like, I think that love is a choice, you know? So for me, there wasn't any one moment that was like, he's the one. I just had multiple moments where it's like, I choose to love you. And I'm going to keep choosing to love you over and over and over again. So I just kept choosing him. But I never had this moment where it's like, oh, he's the one. It's like, no, he's my one. Like, I'm just going to keep choosing him and keep choosing him and keep loving him. And so that's how I feel.
Yo, one.
How long did you date before getting married?
We dated 6 years before we got married. It seems like a really long time.
Seems or was?
It seems like it was.
But we were young.
Yeah, we were young. We weren't ready yet. So when we finally, got our minds right and we're 100% ready, that's when I proposed and I was ready for her.
And it's not like the marriage was a discussion.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not like he just up and proposed one day. Like, we had been working towards marriage for like a year.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure we were doing it right. We didn't want to just I didn't want to just pop up, get on my knee and just propose when I wasn't 100% ready. I wasn't done with my past. You know what I mean? So we went to counseling and we got all our thoughts out, all our negativities out, and we found out how to love each other more. And I knew I was 100% after I went to the counseling. So, yep.
And we did it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite or funniest memory together?
I'll say favorite memory this year, because right now I can't think about it. My favorite memory this year would be when I set up the whole living room for Valentine's Day. So I set up a table with a white cloth, and I went to Michael's and I got like a centerpiece and stuff and put roses in the middle, and I had rose petals all over the floor, and I washed her feet and stuff in the bathroom. I was just doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I cooked dinner. We had like salmon and crab pin rolls, and it was just amazing. I wowed myself.
And he wowed me.
Yeah, and I wowed her, and I was just so happy because I got to see her face smiling like that, because I had never done that before for Valentine's Day. And I was happy that I just went all out and just spent all the money that I wanted to spend on her. So, yeah.
That was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
You know what? I think for me, our favorite memory together is going to be our wedding day. That whole day, I was just on a high. From beginning to end. I was just so in love, and I just couldn't believe it was all happening. And I woke up excited and happy and just butterflies in my stomach. I walked down the aisle with you. We had lunch with our family. We went on our honeymoon, we had it, but that's my favorite memory.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm thinking now we went to Mexico. We had a great
we've
time.
done a lot of things though, but
we did a lot of stuff.
Maybe our funniest memory is Hawaii. Would that be
is
that our funniest memory?
Yeah, we'll make a whole video on that. We'll make a whole video on the Hawaii trip.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. What is the other person's love language, and how did you learn how to speak their love language?
That's tough.
So what do you think my love language is, and how did you learn how to speak it? Or if you're still learning, how are you still learning how to speak my love language?
Acts of kindness and words of affirmation. You really love those. Those are your two love languages. Acts of kindness was easy. Words of affirmation I had to work on a little bit because, I had never been in a relationship before. So I start writing little notes. Mariah and we used to work together. So I started writing little notes on sticky notes. And I would put them on the car because we're a carpool. So I put them on the windows, or I just leave them in the car somewhere so she could see. And I think that really stepped my game up with the words for affirmation things. So.
Yeah, personally, I like to be reminded that I'm your baby girl, and that you love me, and that I'm beautiful, and all those other cute things.
Yeah.
Anywho, so your love language is physical touch. He
Yes.
loves being touched, and it's weird because like we're similar in a lot of ways, but we're mostly opposites in our love languages. Like mine isn't physical touch because I don't really like being touched. But Kyle, he loves like when I'm like, hey baby, how was your day? And like rubbing his back and touching his neck, and like he really loves physical touch. That's his love language. So for me, like I used to try to love him in my love language. So I would give him words of affirmation, and he liked it, but it didn't go as far as me like grabbing him and saying, you look good today, or like, I appreciate you, or you so strong, or like
Yeah, that feels real good.
Okay, let's get into some lighter things. Okay. Who cooks better?
I think we're about even.
I think we used to be even, but because lately I've been cooking more, I think I've learned how to cook better.
What?
Well, I mean...
Hey, I'm fine with that, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that.
Who's more sensitive?
Yeah, oh yeah. If you ever see her watching a movie, she just start busting out crying for no reason. Like, come on, man.
They didn't have to kill him like...
I said, Myron.
Okay, so someone said, after watching your apartment tour, it's obvious that one of you is a clean freak. Who may that be?
I answer the question for the both of us, right? We are clean freaks in spurts. That's bingo right on the head.
Literally, like some days we get home and we don't want to do anything. But when we clean.
We clean.
And
we'll do it all day long too.
Yes. And I mean like we will clean everything, top to bottom, and just nonstop. And so that's a good answer. Yeah. We're clean freaks in spurts. How many kids do you want?
3.
It depends on how the first one turns out.
Yeah. Well,
like I think that I want 3 kids, but it depends on how my relationship. Like, do I like the first child? Is the first child difficult to handle? Am I in love? Am I exhausted? Am I stressed out? Do I want more? Is this one enough? Is this one is the personality so big that they can't handle siblings? You know, I don't know. I just feel like, let me test it out. Let me test drive the kid.
No, you're doing way too much. 3, that's it. Just 3.
No. We will see.
No matter what, just
we will
3.
see. We will see.
You know we will see. Oh, okay. You got it.
Okay.
The next question. What college did you go to? What was your major? When did you graduate?
I went to the University of South Florida, go Bulls. I majored in information studies and I concentrated in information technology. It's a mouthful, but basically IT. And I graduated fall of 2018.
So I went to Seminole State College. I majored in business and information management, and I graduated December 2019. So I'm a recent graduate. All right, so the next question, what is your job?
So I am an IT systems analyst. It's a fancy title for someone who does a little bit of everything. I have one of the more functional roles. I don't code or do any type of development, but I do a lot of testing, project management, and IT support.
So I'm a project manager for a financial tech company. What I do is help banks set up onto a mobile platform. All right, so the next question. Do you want to further your education and get a master's? If so, in what?
My dream is always to become a doctor. And while growing up, I might have thought that being a doctor of medicine, I think that I want to go and get my PhD. So I know I definitely want to go back to school, but not right now. I kind of want to go back to school for free. So I'm researching scholarships and trying to figure out the best path for me, but I'm definitely going to go back to school and pursue my master's first and then my PhD.
So, yeah, I definitely want to further my education, but I'm not sure just yet if I want to go get my master's degree. The next step for me is getting my PMP, and that will take about 2 years, I guess. All right, the next question. What do you want to do for a living in the future?
So ultimately, I want to become the CEO of a hospital or a bank. I definitely want to work in the medical field or in the finance field. So I'm not really sure which way I'm going to go just yet, but I'm interested in both as of now. I love numbers. I'm intrigued by medicine, and I want to run a company. So call me CEO Ryan.
So for me, I want to become a senior level project manager. And I also want to become a real estate investor. So that's where my future is headed towards. Definitely. All right, so the next question. Favorite thing to do / hobby?
I enjoy shopping. I enjoy inspiring and encouraging people through a platform that we have called The Link. And I also love going places and going on adventures.
Basketball, mentoring, fashion, traveling. I have many hobbies, but basketball would be my number one.
And basketball, and basketball,
Yeah.
and basketball. Like, he would play basketball 7 days a week if he could.
Yeah, she's my first love. I'm sorry.
What don't play with me. That concludes our Q&A Newlywed Edition. We hope that we answered all of your questions.
So if you like the video, comment, like, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about our videos, what we need to do better, and what you liked about it.
And if there were any questions that you still have that we maybe didn't get a chance to answer in this video, feel free to comment them below and we will be sure to answer them.
All right, we out.